What if I told you your brain might still know you're dead after you die? It sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, but it's a real question that scientists have actually studied. In those final moments, what truly happens inside your mind? Today we're diving into the science and stories behind death's greatest mystery. Get ready to explore what happens in the seconds after your heart stops, and why some people claim to see lights, tunnels, or even their entire life flash before their eyes. Death is the one experience every human shares, yet it remains one of the most misunderstood parts of life. Some people describe seeing a bright light while others report their whole life flashing before their eyes. Scientists are fascinated by these stories and have begun to uncover what might be happening in the brain during those final moments. So what really happens when you die? Let's break down the science and the stories to find out. The moment your heart stops beating, your body immediately shifts into survival mode. Blood stops carrying oxygen to your brain, and within seconds your vision starts to fade. Interestingly, hearing is believed to be one of the last senses to disappear. In this critical window, your body is desperately trying to hold on, but the clock is ticking. What happens next is both fascinating and mysterious. And something unexpected occurs. Scientists have discovered bursts of brain activity in dying patients, almost as if the brain suddenly becomes hyperactive. This strange phenomenon has led some researchers to believe it could explain why people report vivid near-death experiences. The tunnel, the light, the sensation of floating above their body, these might all be linked to this final surge of brain activity. But the truth is, nobody knows for sure. Many people who have come close to death describe seeing a tunnel, a bright light, or even floating above their own body. These experiences are so common that scientists have started to look for patterns. Are these visions just the brain's way of coping with extreme stress, or is there something more? The debate continues, but the stories are remarkably similar across cultures and backgrounds. As oxygen levels drop, the brain doesn't just switch off instantly. Instead, it begins shutting down section by section. This gradual process can create a sense of time distortion where a few seconds might feel like minutes or even longer. Some experts believe that during this shutdown, the brain may replay memories, which could explain why people often say their whole life flashed before their eyes. The idea that your life flashes before your eyes isn't just a saying. Many people who have come close to death report seeing important moments from their past in vivid detail. Scientists think this could be the brain's way of processing everything quickly as it loses oxygen. It's a mysterious and powerful experience that leaves a lasting impression on those who survive. Here, where things get even stranger. In some scientific studies, brain waves have been detected briefly after clinical death. This means that consciousness might not disappear instantly when the heart stops. The brain could remain active for a few moments, raising even more questions about what we experience in those final seconds. The concept of consciousness, our awareness of ourselves and our surroundings, remains one of science's biggest mysteries. If the brain stays active for a short time after death, what does that mean for our understanding of consciousness? Researchers are still searching for answers, but every new discovery brings us closer to understanding what happens when we die. Thousands of people who were declared clinically dead and later revived describe eerily similar experiences. They talk about seeing deceased relatives, feeling overwhelming peace, and traveling through darkness toward a bright light. These stories are so consistent that they've become a major focus for scientists and philosophers alike. Of course, not everyone believes these experiences are proof of life after death. Skeptics argue that near-death experiences are simply the result of a brain under extreme stress or even the effects of certain chemicals released during trauma. The debate between science and personal experience is ongoing, and both sides have compelling arguments. Modern technology allows scientists to study the dying brain in ways never before possible. By monitoring brain waves and other vital signs, researchers are uncovering new details about what happens in those final moments. Every discovery adds another piece to the puzzle, but the complete picture is still out of reach. Beyond the science, the personal stories of people who have come back from the brink of death are both fascinating and moving. Whether it's seeing loved ones feeling at peace or experiencing a sense of floating, these accounts remind us that death is not just a biological event, it's deeply personal and mysterious. Despite all the research and stories, there's still so much we don't know about what happens when we die. The brain's final moments are a frontier that science is only beginning to explore. As technology advances, we may one day unlock the secrets of consciousness and the afterlife, but for now, the mystery remains. So what really happens when you die? The answer is still out there, waiting to be discovered. Whether it's a burst of brain activity, a replay of memories, or something beyond our understanding, death remains the ultimate mystery. As science continues to investigate, we can only wonder what awaits us in those final moments.